Now, man, we're in a stunning venue. It is Restaurant Hubert. You chose this yourself. Just tell me a bit more about. We are in Sydney, so this is for Sydney-siders.
Well,
Where are we?
We're in Hubert, which is in the middle of the city, Bligh Street, and it was only because one night I was here. I'm going to just like drop names now, but I was here with some friends, and Brian Brown was at the table.
The Brian Brown,
the Brian
of
Brown,
Cocktail
yeah,
fame.
and exactly,
and the Air New Zealand Goose.
He's just, he's a legend. Let's just say that. And he said, I sort of snooped in here for some reason, and he said, this is actually where he started his theatre career. Was like doing real little small theatre company things back in the late 60s.
Yeah.
So he started his acting. This was like his rehearsal space, or the first gig that I did back in Perth, for instance. You know what I mean? Like where you wood shop your stuff.
Man, it's amazing, and it's still fully operational.
Well, that's the beautiful thing, is that it hasn't been turned into a department store or a block of flats or something.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
If you're in Sydney, get down here, man. It is stunning. You got to come here. It's dinner and a show, right?
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, well, I think that is a venue that does have food and music on certain nights.
Hey, man, congrats on Sunset Suburbia. Another top 10 record for you. Didn't start as an album though, did it?
No, it started as EPs, and then, of course, it was like kind of like, let's get serious, let's stop this silliness of EPs and make an album. No. But at some point, I realized that, I was going to make an album. But I think the whole process of making an album, even though at my point of 16 or something records, has always been a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah.
And so this time I thought I'd try to make it less like oh God, I got to do an album. I know, I'll just break it up into like bite-sized pieces, and it won't be so much of an overwhelming feeling. But eventually, after you've collected a few things, it's like, well, I want to actually make an album now, and the cohesive pieces start falling together and whatnot. But the EPs were fun, I have to say, like doing it in like 4-song little mini albums, and then like doing a bunch of songs and then taking some of those and putting them together. It's just a different way of doing it, and now looking back at it and seeing, even just to go online and see like the sort of the trilogy of the 2 EPs and the album, it's really cool. It's a different.
It's ironic,
different
isn't
thing.
it, that something written sectionally would be so cohesive as a whole?
Yeah, well, I guess when I started the writing process, I didn't have any sort of preconceptions or any demos for that matter. So that
Is
sort
scary?
of happened.
As an artist, not having anything?
A little bit, but again, like as you get to my stage in my career, I need to do things that just sort of take the safety net away, or just to kind of make it so it's like I feel that sort of flame underneath me, like I did when I was making my first record, I suppose. But I there's nothing better for kind of getting the juices going than going rounding up a few people and going, hey, we're going to record today. I don't have any idea what we're going to record.
Well, let's go.
But we're going to record,
Yeah. I think as we've seen tonight, and as we've heard for the last few decades, blues as a genre is the root of who you are as a musician.
You're right.
Why do you resonate so profoundly with that genre?
I really don't. I can't. There's no real technical answer except that it just is, and I think because my dad played a lot of blues and jazz, the beautiful kind of tone that I heard it coming from his saxophone, growing up in the house, and just the blues records that I grew up with were just like it just resonated with me, and I've always felt like an old sort of soul, no matter what genre, what decade it was. I never sort of really felt that connected to what was actually really, really happening at the time. I always wanted to go back like way deeper, and like whether it was like 30s music or 40s music or 50s music. So I don't know. I just maybe I was born in the wrong time, but I don't think so. But I do definitely like resonate with that music. So I guess where I'm gravitated towards rock music, because rock to me it's a great. It seemed like out of all the genres, that the only genre I could maybe get away with mixing, things and sort of call it rock music, because it's such a hybrid. You know?
Do you listen to anything we wouldn't expect? Like if I went through your Spotify or something, you'd see some Taylor Swift or something like that. You know what I mean?
I listen to everything that is good. I like to think. there's still a lot of stuff that I don't know about. Amazingly, people when they lay stuff on me, I go, how did I miss that? But there's still, that's new and old.
Yeah.
I feel like there's the only problem with music these days is there is just so many releases, and I really don't subscribe to like what people when they get to like my age of saying like music just it's not as good anymore, not like the old stuff. I just want to slap people when I hear them say that, because it's like actually there's the only problem with music these days is there's just so much of it.
That's it.
I don't feel like I can get through it all in my life, and that upsets me because I want to listen to everything. If the day you stop being a music fan, it's over.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, look, all OzTober, we've been counting down to the greatest Aussie artist of all time, and tomorrow we reveal our number one. I want to know who your number one is. Gun to your head, not that it would ever be, and say, give me your favourite artist, Diesel. But gun to your head, who is your favourite Aussie artist?
That's a really tough thing.
It's tough.
I'd have to just I'd go back to my origins of like my 13-year-old me, and I would have to say Angus Young.
Yeah.
As just to have the most, and Malcolm, of course. But if there's someone that I've quoted from, or just as a guitar player in this country, as the Australian echelon of guitar players, Angus is just. Yeah, he just does it for me.
That's it. And shockingly, AC/DC did not come number one in the greatest Aussie countdown of all time. So we'll find out who does tomorrow. Now, you're about to play another couple of songs, which I am thrilled about. You're going to cover The Saints, Just Like Firewood. Yeah. What an incredible song. They're sort of proponents of punk rock in Australia, right?
It's good enough for the boss.
The boss.
Good enough for all of us.
That's it. What's your affinity with that song?
I just remember hearing it on the radio, and it was just one of those, just like turn it up, and it was just like a really good song to hear on the radio. That's what I remember, and like the guy can write songs. That's all I can say. He's definitely got that tick box.
And the use of homophones, just like firewood. It's not the wood. It's like wood. Would you?
It's amazing.
Amazing.
That is that when I didn't realize until I actually saw the title.
Yeah.
And thought, you clever?
What a nerdy fact to end this interview on.
True.